Welcome back, guys, and today we're talking about the PlayStation 5. And as you see from the title of the video, I'm going to give you my initial impressions of the PlayStation 5. It won't be a full dive into my thoughts about it, that come in a later date, but I'll give you my first initial impressions of it and kind of tell you about what I think about it and what I hope to see from Sony in the future. So let's jump right into it. Next gen gaming is finally here, and I'm really excited about it. So, this initial impression of the PlayStation 5, I'm going to talk about a couple things. The first is the user interface. Now, I did a video on the user interface a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below for you guys to check out for yourselves. But in the video, I stated that I love the user interface. I think it's user friendly, has a lot of cool features that I'm loving, that I'm using right now as I'm playing certain games like Spider-Man Miles Morales and the new Assassin's Creed game. They're very useful. The control center is a very useful feature that the PlayStation 5 have, and that's one of the features that I love most about the user interface for the PlayStation 5. Now, there's a couple things I want Sony to improve upon when it comes to the user interface. Bringing back the themes that you used to get from PlayStation 5. Allow us to download them themes to our console, so when we hover over a certain game, that theme is displayed instead of the generic themes they have so far. Now, I know that it's a new console and a new user interface, and we shouldn't be trying to bring back older things. But that feature, I feel like a lot of customers would love to be able to do again with the PlayStation 5 user interface, and I think it would make the PlayStation 5 so much more customizable and give consumers so much more option on how to customize their user interface. And I'm just saying that it was a cool feature for the PlayStation 4. I feel like they can bring it back for the PlayStation 5. So now let's talk about the performance of PlayStation 5. Now a lot of people been dealing with core whining, the database just crashes, their console's bricking, their console's freezing all the time when they're playing certain games, especially games that's very demanding on the PlayStation 5. I haven't experienced that yet. I'm really lucky on that. But I haven't been playing really demanding games yet. I've only been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales and then the Assassin's Creed game. But I will this week be playing Demon Souls, which is a more demanding game on the PlayStation 5 to see how the PlayStation 5 handles that. And I will be doing a video on that as well, so you can look forward to that. And like I said before, I'll also be doing a full deep dive into the PlayStation 5 sometime next week as well. So make sure you have the notification bells on. But let's talk about the performance of the PlayStation 5 in this video on my initial impressions. It's phenomenal. The load times are super fast. Downloads are super fast. The performance of games are amazing. I mean, I'm not big on resolution, 4K native, 4K 30 frames per second. I'm loving the 1080p 60 frames per second. I love 1080p. 1080p to me, when it comes to resolution, is fine. That's all I need to enjoy my games. But the new feature where I'm able to do 60 frames per second is something that I'm really excited about, and I've really been enjoying playing on my PlayStation 5 when it comes to Spider-Man Morales and the new Assassin's Creed game that came out. I'm really loving the performance of PlayStation 5 when it comes to the load time, the download speed, and the performance of games as I've been playing on it. And as I said before, I don't have any problems with my system when it comes to playing these games, and I'm really excited for it. And that's the reason why I upgraded from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5. A lot of people are asking me, a lot of people in the community are thinking about why should I upgrade. If you upgrade for just for exclusives or games, I wouldn't do it right now. Your PlayStation 4 can play most of the games that are coming out in the next couple months. I mean, you can play Spider-Man Miles Morales on PlayStation 4. You can play Cyberpunk 2077 when it's coming out on the PlayStation 4. A lot of games that are coming out right now in the beginning of 2021, you can play on PlayStation 4. There's only a couple games right now that you can only play on a PlayStation 5, and that's Demon Souls, Bug Snatch, and Godfall. And out of all them games, the only two games that I really recommend is Demon Souls. So if you're looking to get a console because you want to play the next gen games, there are not a lot out there yet to warrant to invest $500 in a new console. Your PlayStation 4 is just fine. But for me, I wanted more performance out of my games, and that's why I upgraded to the PlayStation 5. And I'm happy to say the PlayStation 5 delivered on that. The performance is amazing on my PlayStation 5. The load times are amazing. The gameplay is phenomenal with 60 frames per second. I'm just really enjoying it. And I'm really happy that I upgraded. And I have to say, from my initial impressions, the performance of the PlayStation 5 is top tier. Really excited about it. So let's talk about the controller, the DualSense, because a lot of people have been talking about the new features from the DualSense, the haptic feedback, the resistant triggers. I can't go into really in-depth information on that because I haven't really tried it out a lot. Maybe played them out maybe 10 minutes of Astro's Playroom, and I have to say that the new special features, the haptic triggers, the haptic feedback are cool. They're awesome. They actually feel like they give you more, they allow you to immerse yourself more in the game. Feel like you're actually part of the game, which is a cool new immersion tactic that Sony's using with this um, dual sense haptic feedback and resistance triggers, and it's awesome. I mean, so far I'm enjoying it. I haven't really given my final opinion on it yet, like I said, but it's cool. I mean, it's a cool feature. I wouldn't call it a gimmick, but it's a feature that I'm enjoying so far. I have to play more of the games that have these special features in the game itself to kind of give a final thought on it. But so far they're awesome, and I'm loving it. But I can't really give you a thought on if I feel like it's a gimmick or not. But right now they're pretty cool. Not complaining. I mean, really, I'm really not complaining about it. And I think it's a cool feature to have to give you another element of immersion when you're playing these certain games that you love. And I got to say, it's pretty awesome. But that is my thoughts about the PlayStation 5, my initial impressions of it. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. There are a couple of things that I want them to improve upon, and that would be when it comes to user interface. But as far as the performance and the controller of the PlayStation 5, have no complaints about it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping that Sony use these new things to improve gameplay going forward with future games. And I'm super excited for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you get a chance to get PlayStation 5? Are you deciding to get PlayStation 5? Are you doing it for just the exclusives or for the performance? Are you excited about the user interface? Do you feel like the user interface can improve? Are you happy with 1080p 60 frames per second, or you prefer 4K? I'll let know all you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And also remember that I will be doing a review of Spider-Man on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description box below. I'm going to be doing an in-depth review on that game, let you know my thoughts about that. And I will be doing a stretch test with Demon Souls to let you know how my PlayStation 5 held up with the demanding game of Demon Souls. And I'll be doing a video about that as well. And plus a full deep dive into the PlayStation 5 console. My final thoughts about it. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, got notification bells up because some videos are coming out in the next couple of weeks. So I'm really excited about it. And as always, thank you for sending the video. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, helps out the channel. Make sure you share us as well. Me and Dmac really appreciate all your love and support. And remember, gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Talk to you later.